Girl with a Pearl Earring, painted by Johannes Vermeer around 1665, stands as one of the most recognizable images of the Dutch Golden Age. This painting is not a formal portrait but a tronie, a study of a character type, often featuring exaggerated expressions or unusual costumes. Vermeer's subject meets the viewer's gaze directly, her head turned over her shoulder, lips slightly parted, as if caught in a fleeting moment. The work's enduring fascination lies in its remarkable naturalism, subtle emotion, and the technical virtuosity with which Vermeer rendered light, color, and texture. Today it is celebrated for its quiet intensity and has become a defining example of Vermeer's mastery. The composition of Girl with a Pearl Earring is deceptively simple, yet highly calculated. The subject is placed against a dark, undefined background, which serves to isolate her figure and focus all attention on her face and upper torso. This lack of environmental detail is unusual for Vermeer, who often set his figures in richly described domestic interiors. Here, the absence of context creates a sense of timelessness and universality. The girl's body is angled slightly away, but her head turns back toward the viewer, establishing a dynamic tension between movement and stillness. This pose, combined with the direct gaze, fosters a sense of immediacy and intimacy. The composition is further unified by the subtle diagonal created by the line of her shoulder and the tilt of her head, guiding the viewer's eye upward toward her face and the luminous pearl earring. Color plays a vital role in the painting's visual impact. The most striking element is the girl's turban, rendered in vibrant blue and yellow. These colors were not only visually appealing, but also technically challenging for artists of the period. The blue pigment, likely ultramarine derived from lapis lazuli, was among the most expensive and prized materials available to painters in the 17th century. Its use here speaks to Vermeer's commitment to achieving a luminous, saturated effect. The yellow, possibly created with lead tin yellow or another earth pigment, provides a warm counterpoint to the cool blue. The interplay of these complementary colors enlivens the composition and draws attention to the turban as a central feature. The girl's garment, a muted yellowish brown, harmonizes with the turban while remaining understated, allowing the face and earring to command the viewer's focus. The white collar adds a crisp accent, framing the neck and face and providing a visual anchor within the composition. Light and shadow are central to Vermeer's technique and the painting's overall mood. The artist employs a form of chiaroscuro, using strong contrast between light and dark to model form and create a sense of three-dimensionality. Likely imagined as coming from the upper left, falls gently across the girl's face and turban, illuminating her features while casting soft shadows along her neck and the far side of her face. This careful modulation of light reveals the smoothness of her skin and the delicate structure of her features, while the dark background recedes, heightening the sense of presence. The shadows are rendered with subtle gradations, avoiding harsh edges and contributing to the painting's overall softness. This approach is characteristic of Vermeer, who is renowned for his ability to capture the effects of natural light within his compositions, often through the use of thin glazes and delicate blending. The turban itself is a notable element, both visually and contextually. In 17th century Dutch society, such headwear was not typical, especially for young women. Its presence in the painting reflects a broader European fascination with exotic textiles and costumes, fueled in part by expanding trade networks like those of the Dutch East India Company. The folds of the turban are rendered with remarkable attention to detail, each twist and turn of the fabric described through subtle transitions of light and shadow. The blue and yellow bands wrap around the head in a manner that suggests both volume and softness, demonstrating Vermeer's skill in depicting textile surfaces. The exoticism of the turban adds an element of fantasy or theatricality to the tronie, distinguishing the subject from the more conventional figures found in Dutch portraiture of the time. It also provides an opportunity for Vermeer to showcase his ability to render a variety of textures within a single image. At the heart of the painting is the pearl earring, from which the work takes its popular name. The earring is rendered with remarkable economy and effectiveness. A few deft touches of white and gray paint suggest the roundness and reflective surface of the pearl. Rather than being meticulously detailed, the pearl is suggested through its interaction with light, capturing the way it catches and reflects its surroundings. This approach aligns with Vermeer's broader interest in optical effects and the depiction of fleeting visual phenomena. In the 17th century, pearls were highly valued luxury items, often associated with wealth and social status. However, in the context of this painting, the earring serves less as a marker of identity or class, and more as a compositional device. Its luminous presence draws the viewer's eye and acts as a focal point within the otherwise restrained color scheme. Symbolically, pearls have been associated with purity, innocence, and even vanity in European art, but Vermeer's use of the motif remains open to interpretation, contributing to the painting's enigmatic quality. The modeling of the girl's face is a testament to Vermeer's subtlety and technical skill. The skin is rendered with a delicate gradation of tones, avoiding abrupt transitions and creating a lifelike sense of volume. The gentle blush on her cheeks, the soft shadows beneath her eyes and nose, and the moist sheen on her lips all contribute to the illusion of living flesh. Vermeer's blending technique, which some scholars have compared to the sfumato of Leonardo da Vinci, allows for a seamless transition between light and shadow. Her expression has been described as contemplative, slightly surprised, or even expectant, but its true meaning remains elusive. The parted lips and wide eyes suggest a moment of suspended action, as if the viewer has interrupted her in mid-thought or just before she speaks. This ambiguity is a key element of the painting's enduring appeal, inviting viewers to project their own interpretations onto the subject. The costume, though simple, is rendered with care and attention to detail. The yellowish-brown jacket is painted with broad, smooth strokes, suggesting the weight and drape of the fabric without excessive detail. The white collar, by contrast, is sharply defined, its crisp edges providing a visual counterpoint to the softness of the face and turban. The collar's brightness frames the lower part of the face, directing the viewer's attention upward. While the attire is not richly ornamented, it reflects the understated elegance typical of Vermeer's work. The choice of modest clothing may also serve to universalize the figure, making her less a specific individual and more an idealized character study, which often emphasized expressive qualities or unusual costumes over personal identity. Examining the painting's surface reveals further insights into Vermeer's technique. The canvas displays a fine network of craquelure, minute cracks that have developed in the paint layers over centuries. This is a natural result of the aging process in oil paintings and is often used by conservators to help authenticate works from this period. Vermeer's brushwork is exceptionally smooth, with few visible strokes. He achieved this effect through careful blending and the application of multiple thin layers of paint, or glazes. This method allowed him to build on subtle transitions of color and light, enhancing the painting's sense of depth and luminosity. In areas such as the pearl and the highlights on the lips and eyes, Vermeer used small touches of pure white to simulate the effect of reflected light. These technical choices contribute to the painting's extraordinary realism and tactile quality. Placing Girl with a Pearl Earring within its historical context helps to clarify its significance. The painting was created during the Dutch Golden Age, a period of economic prosperity and cultural flourishing in the Netherlands. Artists of this era were known for their attention to everyday life, mastery of oil painting, and interest in the effects of light and atmosphere. Vermeer, though not widely recognized in his own lifetime, has come to be regarded as one of the foremost painters of the period. His relatively small oeuvre, fewer than 40 paintings are securely attributed to him, has been the subject of intense scholarly interest. Girl with a Pearl Earring exemplifies many of the qualities that define Dutch Golden Age painting: technical precision, careful observation of the natural world, and a fascination with the interplay of light and surface. In modern times, the painting has inspired a wide range of responses, from art historical analysis to adaptations in literature and film. It remains a centerpiece of the Mauritshuis collection in The Hague and continues to attract viewers from around the world. In summary, Girl with a Pearl Earring endures as a masterwork of subtlety, technical brilliance, and emotional resonance. Vermeer's careful composition, refined use of color, and mastery of light and shadow combine to create an image that feels both immediate and timeless. The painting's enigmatic subject, distinctive costume, and luminous earring have inspired generations of viewers and scholars alike. As an exemplar of Dutch Golden Age painting, it stands as a testament to Vermeer's ability to capture the quiet beauty and complexity of a single moment. The work's enduring appeal lies not only in its technical achievements, but also in its invitation to contemplation, encouraging each viewer to engage with the mystery and humanity of the Girl with the Pearl Earring.